The only thing required for you to change your life is for you to change the story of yourself. Stories are created from ideas. It is these ideas that have created your life right now. Most people think that change comes from action, but change only comes from change. If you really want to make permanent change in your life, you have to change the core of you, your concept of self. What is self-concept? Why is it so important? And how do we discover our self-concept? Well, that is what this video is going to be about. By the end of the video, you're going to have a clear understanding of what self-concept is and how to become aware of it so that you can start to change it. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the video. My name is Ivan, and in today's video, we're going to talk about self-concept. For those that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Ivan, and I'm a personal development coach helping people discover their true self. Through self-awareness, you learn to master your internal world to live boldly and freely. So now, let's get back to the video. Every single moment, you are choosing a thought, an idea. This ability to choose a thought is what gives you a subjective experience, a conscious experience. For example, I am Ivan, I'm talking to you right now, and I feel amazing. This subjective experience is what's creating the objective world that we see. This means that the objective world cannot exist and comes from our subjective interpretation of it. Consciousness, which is your I am, projects its beliefs, thoughts, ideas, feelings, emotions out into the apparent external world to have a physical experience. What you conceive yourself to be is just an idea. So your self-concept, which can be described in many different ways, is your body. It is the character that you are playing in the physical world. You are creating a version of a world by how you think, feel, and act in every moment. Every object, every person, every situation, every place, every feeling is coming from you. There is no external world apart from you because it is all coming from your consciousness, which is creating your self-concept on your ideas. Now, I want to share with you a very powerful quote by Neville Goddard. It states, "I am aware of being a man, but I need not to be a man to be aware of being. Before I became aware of being someone, unconditioned awareness, was aware of being. And this awareness did not depend upon being someone." This means, in order to become someone, which is your self-concept, you must realize yourself as no one. You exist beyond any belief, any concept, and are never tied to those things. Now, if you want to learn more about your essential self, formless awareness, I recommend that you watch this video up here so that you can understand more of this video. Our true power lies in who we believe ourselves to be. So our self-concept is who we are choosing to be, but our consciousness is who we always are. So the objective world expresses the self-concept that we believe ourselves to be. And this can only come from knowing who I am, to choosing who I am. You must know what you are to know what you are not. To change your life, it must come from your beingness, the aliveness. Most of us just take action in the external world, but it only reinforces the self-concept you already have. And it's the thing you actually need to change first. This is why self-concept is very important, because it brings us back to ourselves, who we are being, our identity. If you had the free will of choosing love over fear, would you choose it? How would you embody it, be it? To make permanent change in your life, it has to be rooted in your identity, your state of being. And your state of being is like a vortex of energy that is attracting everything into your life. So if we can understand that your self-concept is rooted on your ideas, beliefs, and the story that you keep repeating to yourself, your state of being is the energy that motions the non-physical form of your ideas and generates them into the physical world. It is the source inside you. It is the source of your life. As Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. The physical world only appears real and solid because our beliefs about it. The substratum of physical reality is matter and energy. It's energy from our consciousness. So for example, let's say that you're in a state of financial lack because of the belief that there isn't enough money. You will attract more lack of money because your self-concept has to be reinforced through your circumstances. The self-concept that you have and his environment are one. Remember, the external world is just a projection of your consciousness. Every other concept that you have is stemming from your self-concept based on how you define yourself. You see, most people look at their circumstances to tell them how to think, feel, and act, but they're just looking at a mirror. And this is the paradox. Your circumstances are actually just taking cue from you and can't change until you change. This is the birth of victimhood. In my experience, it was never about what happened to us. It was about how we were defining ourselves that made us feel like we were victims. Because the external world is neutral by itself. We give it meaning. We have the power to choose. The circumstances don't cause your feelings. You cause your feelings about it. So the purpose of your self-concept is to really shift your perception from the physical world to the energetic world. In other words, to get you into a vibratory state where you align to your ideal concept. So let's say you want to be a public speaker. You would have to embody this person's attitude and feelings. How would he think, feel, and be? How would he view himself, define himself, and view the world? The key is your feelings, because the most direct, innate experience that we all have is how we feel. It is our attitude and feelings, our point of view of the world, that determines who we are. If I told you that right now you had just won $1 million, you would feel excited, ecstatic, filled with joy, even without seeing the money. And this is because what we feel is what's true for us. Your self-concept is not just an idea that you're faking until you make it. It is a fact that you are feeling to be true. I want to read to you another quote by Neville Goddard. It states, "Because life molds the outer world to reflect the inner arrangements of our minds, there is no way of bringing about the outer perfection we seek other than by the transformation of ourselves." So the inner arrangements of our mind, he's referring to the beliefs, the ideas, the stories that must match to the ideal concept that we want to have. Once this alignment is made between your self-concept and your circumstances or your environment, you will start to see the reflections of it. In other words, who you are being is what you're going to get. Okay, so now that you have a clear understanding of what self-concept is, you need to become aware of your current self-concept. We do this by critically observing ourselves. How is it that we're thinking, feeling, and acting in every moment? What is my current attitude and feelings? What is my state of being? So we look at the mirror, but we don't try to change the mirror. We change the concept of self. We define who we are to define who we want to be. You need to become more concerned with what you are feeling instead of what you are seeing. Because remember, our feelings project what we feel to be true. Seeing is only the effect of our feelings. So notice the reactions that you have towards your circumstances, because they reflect your true desires. For example, let's say you want to start your own business. Your circumstances will show you a lack of control, a lack of belief, a lack of opportunities to start your business. The reaction you have from those circumstances reflect your current self-concept and your ideal self-concept. You always have the power to choose who you are being. So a very effective and easy practice for you to do every 10 minutes for a period of about 2 hours, check in with yourself. Ask yourself, how am I feeling? What is my state of being? And don't judge yourself, just observe yourself. Remember, there's only beingness. So if you don't like the state of being that you're at, you simply choose something else. This is going to get you into the process of changing your self-concept. Self-awareness is really the key. It is the foundational practice of any personal growth journey. Now, this is going to be the first video of a 3-part series about self-concept. So in my next video, I will show you how to build your self-concept. So make sure you hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I post that video. Now that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.